As I told you before, unit tests should not touch external resources, and there are two reasons for this. The first reason is that talking to external resources is going to slow down our tests. We want our unit tests to be super fast so we can run them frequently during development. The second problem with these external resources is that they may not be available at the time of running our unit tests. In this case, if I stop the backend and then run our tests, one of them is going to fail because the backend is not available. So this is the reason why in our unit tests, we should not talk to external resources. So whenever we have an external resource, we should create a mock or fake object. In this case, in this application, we are using Axios to call our backend. So we're going to install a separate library for creating a mock or a fake Axios object. This fake object is not going to make an HTTP call to the backend. Okay, so open up the terminal and install Axios-mock-adapter. Because we're using this only for testing, we should install it as a development dependency. All right, now back to our test file. On the top, we need to import mock adapter from Axios mock adapter. We should also import Axios from the Axios module. Now, in our test file, we're going to create a fake Axios object. We set this to new mock adapter, and as an argument, we're going to pass an Axios instance. This is the default instance that we're importing on the top, okay? So here we have a fake Axios object. Now we need to program it. So we need to tell it, hey, anytime you get a post request to the bugs endpoint, respond with this object. So here we call fake Axios. On post, we specify the endpoint, that is /bugs. We want this object to reply with 200, which is a standard HTTP code that represents a successful response. So 200, and then we can pass an object. This object is going to be in the body of the response. So I'm going to put this bug object on the top, then create another bug object, saved bug. I'm going to copy everything that we have in the first bug object and then add an additional property. So this is the ID that the server generates, okay? Now, over here, we're going to tell fake Axios to reply with this bug object, okay? With this, we can change our expectation. So instead of checking the length of this array, we can check to see if this array contains this bug object that we get from the server. So here we use another matcher to contain equal, and then pass the saved bug, okay? Let's save the changes and run our tests again. All right, our test is passing. So now we have a super fast unit test that we can run frequently. However, our test code is a little bit ugly. In the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to write clean and beautiful tests.